It's Ferrari time, baby. Welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Recruiter. Your hosts, Blake and Declan, ready for y'all to share some really interesting updates. We've got a really special episode for you all. I just wanted to take a moment, Declan and I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for being a part of the Confessions and XRecruiter journey. It's been a really awesome 2 years. This August is officially our 2 years in business, 24
August
months.
15 is when we sent the website live, put it up on LinkedIn.
Craziness. It has been a whirlwind of 24 months. What were you doing 2 years ago today? Maybe reflect back and think, what was I getting up to? Declan and I were just having a crack at starting a new style of business model for the recruitment industry. And here we are. We think we've got some really good legs now, got some really good foundations, have made quite a significant impact to the 50, 60, 70 recruiters that are now on the XRecruiter platform. So we just wanted to, thanks everyone for being a part of the journey, listening, sharing, and following along.
Without all of you, this wouldn't be the movement that it is today. So the partners, their staff, the internal XRecruiter team, it's manic, and I just can't believe, even the last 12 months, we went from a team of 4 launching our first recruitment agencies to what it is now. It's incredible.
Yeah, 12 months ago, how many staff did XRecruiter have?
You, me, Logan, and Sammy, and Mabel. Mabel was part-time.
3 full-time, one full-timer and 4 part-timers was XRecruiter 12 months ago. Can you believe that? Now we've got a pretty rock-solid team. They're stacked, lots of experience, lots of talent, ready to support the recruiters and their agencies. Now, what we wanted to do this episode was to keep you in the loop, give you a bit of an inside scoop, a look under the hood, so to speak, around what we're doing at XRecruiter from starting to scaling your successful recruitment agency. So we've got a few product updates that I think a lot of recruiters will get really excited about. So let's walk you through what some of those are and give you some more context on why XRecruiter has been so successful over the last couple of years. So firstly, to kick things off, we've got something called the XR Blueprint. This is a proprietary process for recruitment agency owners. This is going to be implemented across our partner network. So whether you're a solopreneur or you want to expand a team across multi-states, the XR Blueprint basically serves as your operational guideline for your recruitment agency. Now, the goal of the XR Blueprint is to be able to help you focus on what matters, provide you a holistic overview on your business, help you develop assets and processes for your recruitment agency, and make sure that you get maximum value out of the XRecruiter platform. Now, walk us through how it works, Dec.
Awesome. So this is how it works. You will have a dedicated partner success manager to support your business. And essentially what we put together is with yourself and your partner success manager, you'll develop a rolling 12-month success plan tailored to your goals and objectives. So whether it's to build the next Hayes or have an amazing lifestyle business you can get the fruits of your labor from, everything fits for absolutely every partner and every location. So we'll conduct quarterly workshops for your team and cover such topics as, and this is where we're going to get in the real nitty gritty of what everyone gets. So the first is a sales bootcamp that we take all of our partners through, which Matt Cossins is our Chief Growth Officer, and he runs everyone through that. So that's the first 6 weeks. It gets really in the weeds of things, set you up for success. And then from there, we go through lead generation, through automation and VA. So once you've got some runs on the board, everything's going well, it's really important to add this into your agency. So we do a workshop on automating processes, optimizing candidate and client flow. We also do a workshop on hiring and training virtual assistants to prospect for new clients or even do your candidate sourcing as well. It's a great way of being able to be expeditious and get a lot more reach as opposed to being on your own.
Yeah, as a business owner, you don't want to do all the work yourself.
No, we need to start delegating.
Yeah, 100%. So one of the really magical skills that you'll learn as a recruitment agency owner, you don't have to figure everything out yourself. What Declan's explaining is we start to teach you how to delegate and remove things off your plate so you can get more time and freedom back in running your agency.
100%. And crafting effective subject lines, your tone of voice, improving response rates, and having a lot of cut through, because let's be honest, bashing out calls every day, year on year, always winning new business is not the best way to go. So there's a lot of hard work you do at the front, but then being able to automate things, account management is really important as well as you scale.
Yeah, just to touch on that, Deck. So the thing that we have come to the conclusion of over the last number of years, running our own agencies for 6-7 years respectively, and then helping build over 50 other recruitment agencies just in the last 2 years alone, is one of the really big blind spots for recruiters is understanding how direct marketing works. So we're all told to bash the phones, which is the number one key to success in recruitment. However, what a lot of recruiters miss, which is what we teach, is how to send out direct marketing campaigns to your database. Our databases are the golden treasure chest for all recruiters. And so with this lead generation through automation or VAs that you're talking about, you referenced how to create direct marketing campaigns that have effective subject lines, higher response rates, higher open rates, all this kind of stuff when you're sending out bulk marketing messages to your candidates or to your clients. It's essentially winning business passively for you without having you to go one-to-one with client and candidate interaction every time. So that can't really be overstated, that is a really, really powerful way to start, again, getting more time and freedom back when you're running your own agency.
But at the start, it's not the way to go. You got to get the runs on the board first.
Yeah, it's an additional element to your
100%
outbound prospecting.
Yep.
Yep.
And then a client acquisition workshop. So these workshops will happen every quarter. There's always going to be something new and exciting that we get to sit down and review and implement with you throughout the whole life cycle. Because the one thing I noticed reflecting back on Blended, or even why I felt at the time, you don't know what you don't know. And no one's there to look out for you and say, hey, you should be doing this or that, or let's chat about X, Y, Z. So that's where a lot of our partners will find this, well, everyone will find this super beneficial to know that there's essentially a big brother looking out for them and going, hey, this is the next move, and copying success from what we've learned over the last couple of years. So client acquisition workshop, setting up strategies, broadening, deepening your relationships with your current clients, expanding into new roles, industries, based off your past success. Because what a lot of people forget, Blake, is they start an agency and they get Bambi legs and they feel like they're starting recruitment all over again, but they've been in the industry for 9 years. And it's like realizing what they've actually achieved prior and being able to bring those successes forward to the market. You're not just a first-time recruiter starting a business. There's a repertoire and a history that you've embedded in your industry that needs to be explained. So it's really being able to coach the partners on how to get that message to market.
Yeah, it's the high-level strategies over and above just recruiting clients, candidates, that is really important here. So just because you're a good recruiter doesn't mean you will instinctively be a good business owner. So it's a skill that you need to learn, and you need to learn from others on how to build your toolbox to be able to grow your agency. Any old recruiter can go out there and set up an agency, and there's a low barrier to entry. It's not difficult, but what is difficult is making sure that your recruitment agency is working for you and you're running a business. You're not just a recruiter on the tools doing the same thing over and over again. You may as well just have a job, reduce your risk. So these strategies and these workshops are to increase your skills as a business owner and as a agency owner, not just as a recruiter. So the client acquisition workshop, being able to broaden and deepen in your relationships is awesome, what you've just explained. Here's another one around inside this workshop around creating a complementary division to grow out your agency. So we get a lot of questions with our partners. When is it the right time to hire a staff member? Should I have 50 grand in the bank account? Should I have 3 months salary? What are the trigger points or the green lights that I need to be aware of to then methodically and systematically grow my business rather than just going off a hunch, off a gut feel, off a guess? So these are the things that we help with even during the client acquisition workshop around, okay, so you've done X amount of business with X amount of companies in this industry. There's another peripheral industry here that you could probably open up, get a candidate manager in, and then be able to enter into a new division and grow your business. So it's these things that really help elevate the partners in XRecruiter to make them grow far beyond them just out on their own in a boat in a big blue ocean, not sure which way to paddle. So really good there. We also do refreshers on making a strong first impression, approaching cold leads, understanding client personas. We all have experiences with clients. Some hate us, some love us. Usually that's because of a personality clash. So how can you start to adjust your approach to suit the personality styles of your hiring managers? So the client acquisition workshop will be super, super valuable. The next thing we've got is, what have we got? Annual recovery process. Revenue recovery process. Do you want to walk us through that?
For sure. And this one's really important because sometimes each year we will assign a data analyst and a researcher to actually go through your entire database. We've all had times where you take on these contingent roles, exclusive roles, or even sometimes those retained jobs, and you go, it just didn't make sense why that person, never got the job. So we were able to go through your database and find out if any employees have been hired directly where you didn't recover a fee from. And, if we anticipate, well, ideally, I think once we roll this process out, we'll probably anticipate getting 1 or 2 extra placements. So, it's
per year, per agency.
Yeah. So it's already happened with one of our partners where we're able to do that. So that's where we think there's a big opportunity, just given the amount of volume and potential clients our partners are speaking to. That could be the difference of an extra 15, 30 grand in your back pocket.
Yeah, what an insane value add. You keep cracking on doing what you do best while we're in the back end making sure that nothing slips through the cracks. Now, if you're thinking about starting an agency, that's something you got to think about. How many times is someone going to take advantage of me being a new business owner? How do I have those conversations with an old client to say, hey, you've hired someone that I've put forward. It's awkward, it's difficult, it's hard. And now instead of you having to tackle this challenge yourself and wearing the emotional burden of trying to figure out how to recover a fee and distract you from more revenue generating activities, you let XRecruiter go through your database, go through your submissions, go through the clients and candidates you've worked with. And if we find anyone that has been employed, we do the debt recovery for you, get you paid. So as Declan said, it's probably going to make up an extra 2 or 3 placements a year, which if you're working for yourself, that's an extra 50 grand in your back pocket. So this is a massive value add that no other recruitment agency outside of XRecruiter has the advantage of having. So really important one there. We're also doing offsite workshops. So it's not just all about business. We're going to be hosting several offsite rest and recovery workshops designed to bring your inner zen out, to decompress from a busy year of recruitment. These workshops are going to include a variety of activities from yoga, breath work, ice baths, emotional recovery sessions, organic food, massages, relaxation techniques, whatever you need to unwind, whatever you need to reset and reinvigorate yourself to keep going is what these are for. So this is just as important as running your business at a high level. You need to be also running your rest and recovery at a high level to make sure that you are giving yourself the time, freedom, and space to recharge and come back better than ever.
In sales and recruitment training, I think the industry definitely lacks this as a whole. And that's why we put such an emphasis on it. That's why Matt's here. That's why key hires are being made. And it's being able to, be really confident, know what to say, what the next play is. So we're finalizing the development of our intensive 4-week sales training program, which has a Q&A at the end of it. And then it's a rolling calendar. So every week there's an opportunity to jump in a training session, which is, you're only 4 weeks away from the next one. So this program will take place every Wednesday, 12 till 2. It'll cover essential topics such as building prospect lists, crafting pitches for cold calls, mastering client meetings, candidate control processes, and more. So it covers every part of the whole recruitment journey. You can get your staff in on it. Everyone benefits from it. So whether you need a refresher or additional support in building your pipeline, managing the candidate process, you can join in at any single time, which is really, really exciting. So we used to, only do the 90-day induction. So that's where this will be really transformative.
I just want to give some context on this, on how insane this program's going to be. And maybe if I break it down and paint a picture for everybody to understand, they'll probably realize the significance of this 4-week training. So just imagine for a moment, you've started your own business. You are commission only and you are the sole revenue generator of your business. If you stop working, the money stops coming. So let's just make up a scenario. You're a 500K biller, which means you're billing, what's that, 40 grand a year. It's 40 grand a month, sorry. So you're billing 40 grand a month, less your operating expenses and all your resources, etc. Maybe you're taking home 30 grand a month. So you're making 30 grand a month, you're killing it, you're loving life, you're saving up some money, you want to grow. The first thing that you need to do is you need to hire somebody to be a recruiter or a candidate manager. Now, the challenge in a traditional sense, if you weren't with XRecruiter, is you're making 30 grand a month and you hire a staff member. Now you have to spend at least 2 days a week of your time managing, training, coaching, getting them up to speed. Not only will this reduce your billing, so now instead of billing 40K a month, if you're spending 40% of your week now training and coaching someone, take 40% of that. Now you're only billing, let's say, 25 grand a month. So now you've just lost 15 grand a month out of your back pocket for hiring someone. Not only that, you got to pay them salary. So normal salary, 5 grand a month, 6 grand a month, whatever that might be. So you have now just reduced your income in half. You've doubled or tripled your expenses, and you're not sure when you're going to get a return. So the benefit of this rolling sales recruitment training program is now if you're a solopreneur wanting to grow your business, instead of getting put into a really awkward spot of reducing your income, increasing your expenses, and increasing your risk, your stress, and your anxiety, you find someone that you think is a good cultural fit, you boot them over to XRecruiter, we train them over 4 weeks and onboard them and get them up to speed so you can focus on revenue generating activity. You can know that our programs are going to be like top notch, where they're going to get the best foundations for success, and we spit them out back in your agency to start being a producer immediately rather than having this ramp up period. So these situations with new agency owners are really rocky when they don't have systems, processes, coaching and training involved when they start to hire their first member. However, with XRecruiter, because we do all of that heavy lifting for you and we've got these programs in place for you that we show up every single week to make sure that you can opt someone in whenever you want, it will take the stress away, it'll amplify your success, it'll reduce your risk, and you'll have a higher probability of scaling and bringing in revenue.
Gifting, like the end of each year is a really good time to show appreciation for your clients. And, being able to create something personal for them is really, really important. It's all easy just to, slap a bottle of wine out, but like the Harwell touch, they got a Harwell bottle of wine.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
These, H people as well. And I think someone's bringing out a beer as well, which would be pretty cool. So really making sure you sit down with your partner success manager, whether it's your top 10, 5, 15 clients, depending on type of space you play in, and really collaborating on what, and brainstorming some unique ideas that you can create for your clients and gift them at the end of the year. Like, end of financial year, end of the calendar year are all great moments to be front and center in front of your clients. So
it's all about creating wow moments. Yep. And whilst you're learning the skills of becoming a good business owner, you're going to be relying on us to make sure that you're always front of mind to your clients. And what an amazing way where you can sit down, workshop who your best clients are, what your budget is. And then so we help tailor these presents, essentially these gifts for your clients, and then we facilitate it for you. So imagine just sitting down and going, hey, these are my top 5 clients. I love these guys. We've got a great relationship. Can we just organize a $200 hamper or gift for them? XRecruiter goes away, creates a personalized gift, sends it to your client, makes you look like a rock star, and everybody's happy.
100%. And then, mate, this one's...
Yeah, assets for your business. Okay, so this is going to be really important. The world is becoming more digital, and so it's more important than ever to start creating digital assets for your business. Here's an example of what I mean. A salary guide, something as simple as a salary guide that only usually the top big agencies really produce. So what we now help our partners with is we create a tailored, branded salary guide specific to their niche and the top 5 hiring managers they typically go after, that they can use to build more authority, credibility, and ultimately teach them how to use a salary guide as a tool to generate more clients or candidates. Because it's one thing just getting a salary guide slapped in your lap. It's another thing knowing how to frame it correctly, who to approach, to sell it to create the engagement, and how to have those conversations thereafter. So every single year we'll be creating new salary guides, processes, digital products that you can use as part of your toolkit to sell yourself with more authority, more credibility, get more clients, get more candidates. We do this for you. No heavy lifting. You don't have to burden yourself with thinking about what to create, all these types of things. We get proactive and make sure that we're always delivering value to make sure your business is always in good shape.
And then, mate, this is going to be massive, but it's an event and award night. Could you, mate, sitting at Yoko at the end of 2022 with Jimmy and Crystal, and then knowing that now, like, we could be having 100, 200 person event at the end of the year is
awesome.
Wild.
Yeah.
So this will be a really great time to obviously not only host the event, but get all the partners together, get everyone that sees each other on the video calls, hear of each other on social media, and bring everyone together. So like being able to network, connect, have an incredible time, have a fun evening with giveaways, drinks. And it's just really a fantastic opportunity to wrap up the year because, mate, essentially like the business partners, they're like almost your favorite colleagues.
100%. So a lot of people, the reason why recruiters are attracted to XRecruiter, putting aside making their brand look good, putting aside making them become better business owners, putting aside helping them reduce risk and get their time back, putting aside helping them earn way more money than ever before.
What else can they put aside?
Putting aside all these fantastic things. See how I'm threading this and plugging this really well? But putting aside all those massive advantages, a big reason why recruiters are attracted to XRecruiter is the community of other recruitment agency owners that are walking the same shoes you are. They might be 1 month ahead of you, 3 months ahead of you, 12 months ahead of you. There's so much relatability when you get launched into the XRecruiter ecosystem and you're networking with new recruiters about how they're doing BD, how they're building their business. It's fun, it's exciting. And then when you're 1 year in business, 2 years in business, and we've got newbies coming through as well, it's your opportunity to give back value and help other people walking the same path as you. So not only is helping you build your business an exciting part, but you also get to be part of a network of helping other people achieve their dreams too, which is really exciting. Which brings me on to the events and awards thing that you're talking about. How amazing would it be to be a part of all these other entrepreneurs, all these other micro agency owners, to recognize the success, the effort, and the achievements that you've had over the course of 12 months. So it's not like you're just going to be a business owner working out of your spare bedroom and you don't know how to network or collaborate. There's formal processes in place to make sure you're always meeting new people, collaborating with new agencies, and expanding your skill set and your network as a recruiter. So really, really exciting stuff, the events and awards nights.
Huge. And then, mate, I reckon these are going to be the backbone of all the agencies. So QBRs, quarterly business reviews, all the great companies have them. And this is, you would never even think to have this. Could you imagine if you had a QBR for your own Vendito? So even where it is now,
mate, I need QBRs in my life. So to give context on what a QBR is, a quarterly business review, and why we're implementing it across our partner network and why it's going to be so valuable for you, is a QBR is an opportunity to audit your blind spots. You don't know what you don't know in business. You don't know what you don't know in life. Now, there's always situations, and if you are a recruitment agency owner, you're going to know this, where there's excess fat and bad processes in your company. Now, what we do with the QBR process, we go through your candidate and client flow. Are you using all your resources effectively? Are you spending too much money on some random technology that you never used before? How do we cut the fat and make sure you're always running a lean, green, profitable business? So these QBRs, we're going to go through your goals, keep you accountable, make sure that we're always realigning your vision of what you want your agency to be every quarter, because you can get lost. The little man in your head can take over and get you off track. So these QBRs will be able to identify any process issues, struggles, or roadblocks that you're running into, and making sure that you're always getting kept in the loop with the best way to do things. So I'll give you an example. We've got Harwell, who are doing an amazing job, and they're sitting there with all these CCADs that they're posting, and they're going, why are we spending all this money on CCADs? Can we tweak this and make this better? And we did a little bit of an audit session, and we've realized that we could probably save them $2,000 a month based on just tweaking the way that they post and the frequency and the approach of their CCADs. And now all of a sudden, they've got an extra $2,000 a month in their back pocket because someone was helping them stand back from a bird's eye view, seeing their business holistically on where they can improve processes, reduce costs, increase revenue, all this kind of stuff. So that's a quarterly process just to make sure we're always focused on making sure your business is running smoothly, efficiently, and it's got the best processes in place.
And that's why we envision the XR Blueprint is going to be an incredible tool for our partners. And, you know, and the reason why it's so exciting is because one, like setting up and doing the websites and the branding, like that's one part, but this is the real meat and potatoes of XRecruiter. This is what is going to accelerate everyone's success even over and above what it already is. So being able to work more effectively, regain valuable time, it provides a really clear strategy, because a lot of the times you get into business and you're like, what do I do? What's next?
What do I do now?
Where am I going? There's no osmosis. There's no one, you know, saying, hey, this is the path forward. It's all done on gut instinct, and it becomes really, really stressful. So that's where this is going to be really, really important. And it's going to be very comprehensive as it covers all the wide range of topics that we just went over. So it's going to be really exciting to be able to roll this out in the next 45 days.
100%. So that's an exciting update with XRecruiter. These are the reasons why so many recruiters come to XRecruiter. It's not just about setting you up and, you know, saying good luck. We're really focused on making sure that not only you're set up for success, but you're constantly maintaining success through your XRecruiter journey. It's really important to us that you're not just another recruiter stuffing around, fumbling around, trying to make things work. You're going to have a clear strategy for success. You're going to have all the industry's best experts in your business every month, every quarter, every year to really make sure that you're not wasting time and you're not off track. It's so much value to be given and to be gained when you're running your business. And if there's something that you're not sure about, you pick up the phone to someone who's done it before and you go, oh, hey, I've got this client. They're saying this. They reckon that my candidate's not represented by them for these reasons. What do I do here? It's really simple things like that where you can just pick up the phone and go, hey, what do I do here? Hey, I'm thinking about hiring this person, not too sure if they're any good or not. Can you help sit on a second interview with me? These are the reasons why people go with XRecruiter, because there's no guesswork anymore. We know exactly how successful you're going to be because we've got the blueprint to make sure that we can follow to ensure that it's aligned to your goals and what you want out of life. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed having a little bit more of an inside scoop on the day-to-day workings on why people are with XRecruiter and what the value is long-term rather than just getting started. So we don't need someone that has all the answers. If we've just got an ambitious or experienced recruiter that has the desire to want to start their own business, but they're not entirely sure how. They're not sure how it's going to work. They're not sure if they've got the skills or the ability to do so, but they're a good biller. That's all we need. And then we can teach you the rest. We've got the framework. We've got the blueprint. We've got the processes. We've got the system and technology. So it's as simple as going, I like the sound of this. What's next? All you got to do is reach out.
Mate, exciting times. And I just want to thank everyone again for being a part of this journey. It is only just getting started. Like, this is really the next phase of growth. It's the new standard, and we're excited. It's the future of recruitment. So appreciate you all coming on this journey with us. We are only 2 years old. It's wild. And we're incredibly grateful for everyone that's a part of this movement and what is changing the recruitment industry forever.
Sounds good. See you all next week. Thanks for tuning in to another Confessions of a Recruiter podcast with Blake and Declan. We hope you enjoyed and got a lot of value and insights out of this episode. If you do have any questions or you would like to recommend someone to come on the Confessions podcast, we would love any introductions. And remember the rule of the podcast: like, share, and recommend it to a friend. Until next time.